Now we have drawn the cone part of it. Okay, we have drawn the cone part of it. Let me draw the hemisphere part of it. So I can draw it separately. I can just move it aside. So what will I do? I'll take line command, 0.13. I'll draw one horizontal line. Then from the midpoints, I'll just draw two angle lines on either sides, and I'll make it exactly equal to 30 degrees on either sides. Okay, 30 degrees each other. Now, only for your sake, I'm just making it visible line, so I can just easily draw it. 20 mm length. Sorry, it should be 40 mm, right? So it should be 40 mm. Length is 40 mm. This 40 mm length, because it is a sphere, right? So hemisphere is exactly 40 mm. From here, make 40 mm length in the sides. From here, 40 mm length. I've done it here. Mm. Okay. Now move copy command. Set the object. Place it here. Move copy command. Place it here. This is how we can draw very easily. Then I'll just zoom it here for you people to analyze it easily. So take line command. I've taken two lines. One is major axis, other one is minor axis. Now line command once again, from minor axis points to the opposite midpoint, join the lines. From minor axis points, opposite midpoints, you're joining the lines like this. Okay, only from minor axis you have to draw, not from the major axis. They cross on the major axis line. Now take arc by center point, and then from minor axis corner to the radius here, draw the arc. This is how we need to draw the arc. This is the corner, this is the radius, you can draw the arc. This is how we are drawing the arc commands. This is how. Okay. Center, arc by center point. This is the intersection point. From here, I'll be drawing an arc. Okay. This is how we draw the top portion of the hemisphere. Top portion of the hemisphere. Now, what should I do? I'll measure. I'll take arc by center point. Arc by center point from this midpoint. From this midpoint to this radius. I'll just join the arc and then I'll draw the arc point like this. Okay, midpoint to this end point, I have to draw arc like this. Becomes hemisphere, right? This is the hemisphere. See, this is radius 40, it will be 40 mm radius. Okay, so I'm just drawn it. Okay, after drawing everything, set the object and move it. From where? From this midpoint, I'm moving to this end point at the top. Here, this point. Okay, keep it here. So you can see everything is drawn. Now what will I do? I'll remove the unwanted lines. So remove these lines. I'm removing the construction lines also. Not necessary that you can keep the construction lines. You can remove the construction lines also. Okay, so top portion is removed. Okay, I can remove this line also. Even this I can remove it. Here, I'm just zooming it for you people to understand clearly. Now, using trim command, remove that. You can trim the lines which is not visible like this. You can trim the lines. Zoom it so that you can remove all the lines without any problem. If you want, you can retain these construction lines. You can remove them dot also. If you remove all the construction lines, only this portion will be seen. You can see I'm removing this line also, and here also this portion. This is not seen. I'm removing that also. Okay. So if you see clearly on the cone portion, the tip is not seen because it is overlapped by the surface of the sphere. Surface of the sphere. If you draw this much, the problem will be completed. Okay, this is how we draw the combination of solids, which is hemisphere one, other one is cone. Let me go to the next problem. This is the last problem we'll be doing, and we'll be winding it up. Okay. So I'll not take much time. We'll finish off this problem. You can see the frustum of a square pyramid, base 40 mm, top face 20 mm, and height 40 mm is placed centrally on a frustum of a cone, base of diameter 80 mm, top face of 60 mm, and 20 mm length. So let me start the problem. Let me not take much time. So let me start a bit faster. Line command. I'll not draw X-Y line and all. It's easy to locate. So from this point, 80 mm diameter I've taken. One problem, one diameter, that is height of the cone. Then they've told 60 mm. Once again, I'll take circle command. Locate the point, 60 mm, circle I've drawn. Because it is a frustum, it is cut exactly perpendicular to axis. I've spoken about this in the solid force part of it. So after drawing this, two circles, I've drawn one square. Square of how much? 40 mm and 20 mm. So what I can do for drawing on the computers is very easy. 40 mm, I'm just drawn on some distance. You can see I've drawn here. First, I'll take 40 mm length, 0 angle, 40 mm length, 90 angle, 40 mm length, 180 angle, and then close it. Okay. I'll draw one more, 20 mm length, 0 angle, 20 mm length, 90 angle, 20 mm length, 180 angle, and then I'll close it. This is how it's very easy. Take midpoint of this line, midpoint of this line, midpoint of the two squares, midpoint of the circles, and then you just move them and place it. Move copy, only move command, place at the center point here, move the point from this point and place it here. So simple it is drawn. Make it 0.5 mm. So these are the lines which are visible. These lines are visible. Okay. Now go for the projection lines and project the lines. I'm just drawing the figure just to make you understand that how easy it is to draw. Okay. Isometric is very easy if you understand the problem clearly. So this is the base portion, that is a base portion of the frustum of the cone. This is the top face. So top face is how much? It is 20 mm above HP. So from here, I'll measure 20 mm height length. 20 mm. From here also 20 mm I'm measuring it. Okay. So frustum means join the angles. From this end point, I'm joining this line. From this end point, I'm joining this line, and then this line has been drawn. Okay. From here, this is also drawn. This becomes axis line. Okay. On top of it, I've drawn the square. So what should I do? Projection lines. From this end point, I've drawn till this line. From here, I've drawn till here. What's the height of the problem? They're told 40 mm base, 20 mm top face, 40 mm the length. So from here, I have to measure the 40 mm length. So I'll take midpoint, and from here I'll measure 40 mm length. This is the height of the pyramid. Okay. So this is 40 mm. From here till here it's 40 mm. Base should be 20 mm. So line from here, I'm measuring it till this point. And then I'm just joining it. Okay. Trim off the extra lines, which is not required. Okay. After this, take visible line, join the base lines this way. This is how the object looks like in the front view. Okay. This is the base cone, first term of the cone, base portion. Top portions are also drawn here. In the top of view, it is nothing but a first term of the pyramid. So you have to draw the, like joining the corners. This is how we have to join the corners from these end corners. This is how we have to draw the end corners, so that you can see these lines slanted here. So how to draw the isometric projections? So I'll take 0.35. I'll just draw a line. Okay, line command from midpoint. I'll draw an angle here also. An angle I've drawn. Angle between this line and this line is 30 degrees. Between these two angles is 30 degrees. Later, I have to measure the base. So I have to draw one hemisphere, ellipse for the circle command. So what should I do? Line command. I'll make it visible line so that we can easy to draw. 8 mm length. Here also 8 mm length on either sides. To make you sure, I'll just give you the dimensions so that you will not get confused. This is 40 mm length. This is 20 mm length. Okay, everything is drawn. Now what I'm doing, so taking move copy command, very easy. Line from here till here I've drawn it. Similarly, this line I've taken from this corner, I'm joining it. After that, line command, I'm making it 0.25 to draw the minor axis on either sides, minor and major axis. From minor axis, midpoint, from minor axis, midpoint from opposite sides. Similarly, this minor axis to the opposite midpoints. Okay, arc by center point, make it 0.5. From this corner to this radius, I've drawn an arc this way. From this corner to this radius, I've drawn an arc. Similarly, from this corner to this radius, and from this corner to the other radius. This is the base portion of the what? Cone. Okay. Now, what should I do? I have to draw one more cone. I can't draw it here, it'll be confusing. So I'll just draw it somewhere else. Okay. Just for the sake, I'm just drawing it here. After that, you can move it at some length, some angle. This is the beauty of Solid Edge or softwares. After that, you can just place it wherever you want. That is the helpful way. You can just draw them. Okay, these are the 30-degree angle lines. This length is 60 mm length. This length is 60 mm length. Okay, because the top portion of the cone is 60 mm. So move copy. This line is located and placed here. Select this point and place it here from this point. Okay. Now I'll just only zoom those portion so that it becomes easy for you to draw. So here line command, major axis and minor axis. Then minor axis opposite midpoint on either sides. From here opposite midpoint. Okay, arc by center point. In this corner, you can draw an arc. Similarly, from here, you can draw an arc. From this corner, you can draw an arc here. And from this corner, you can draw another arc. Okay, this is how we draw the top portion of the cone. Okay, now what I'm going to do, just observe. What is the height of the cone? It is 20 mm. What is the height of the pyramid? It is also 40 mm. 20 mm is here, right? So just observe what I'm doing. I'm just measuring from this corner 20 mm, height 20 mm, measured it here. Okay, just observe carefully, and then from here 20 mm height. What I'll do, move copy command, place it on all the corners like this. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just join the top portions. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll measure the midpoint of the top face. Measure the top face of this thing, and then I'll select only this portion of the object. Only this portion of object. Move only from midpoint to the midpoint of the top face of the image. Okay. Remove if you want all the unwanted lines if you want, so that we not get confused, because already you have drawn the sphere. So we can remove the unwanted portions of this. How to remove it? Just remove the lines, inner lines, so that you don't get any confusion. Like this, you can remove the portions. Okay, when the top portions are there, now what I'm going to do, take a line command. From this line, I'm drawing a line which is tangent to this particular side. Okay, I don't know what exactly the tangent is. Now you can see here relationships are there here on top surface, relationship icon or the toolbar. This is the relationship toolbar. You have to just select tangent here and make this line tangent to this circle. Make this line tangent to this circle and tangent to this circle. Already it's tangent. So line command, once again, from this side, I'm just making it tangent to either sides. So this line should be tangent to other two cones, two circles. This side, it's already there. Similarly, this side, it is tangent now. If you see clearly, I'm removing which is not seen portion of it, like this. Okay. So the other portions are removed off. Now what I'll do, I'll just draw only the top face of the line which is drawing the center. Now what I'll do, I'll draw the top portion. Very simple. Draw horizontal line, midpoint, 30-degree angle line on either sides. Some angle here, the angle that side. Then angle between these two lines are 30 degrees. This two is 30 degrees. Now I'll make this line as 40 mm. It's also 40 mm. Okay. Move, copy command, select the object here. Move, copy from this point to this end point, this end point to another end point. This is the base portion of the pyramid. What I'll do, I'll just copy paste, very simple, copy paste, one more copy here, and I'll make it reduced. I'll just remove these two lines and make it this as 20 mm length, make this as 20 mm length, and then move copy from here and copy it here. This one I'm copying it here. Okay, this is 20 mm, exact 20 mm. I'm just drawing the isometric projections, not the scale. Sorry, isometric views, not the projections. So now from the baseline, from this end point, draw the major axis, midpoint, locate it with 40 mm height. This is 40 mm height. So now from the same concept, midpoint, you're measuring it here, and you are moving this part alone with move command to the midpoint here. Okay, you can just remove the angles if you want, and then join the corners, all the corners this way. Here also you can join it, you can just remove it afterwards. So this is how we draw the top portion of the pyramid. Now later set the object, okay, remove the angles, move only this portion with midpoint selected to this midpoint of the top face of the cone. Okay, this is how we can draw the object, remove unwanted lines. This is the inner portion of the pyramid not seen. So I'm removing the inner portions of the pyramid and also removing the lines which is not required, so that it is only visible, only the diagram is visible clearly. So I'll remove almost all the lines so that it is clear you people to see. Okay, this is how the portion is seen. Even this circle part which is not visible has to be removed by making it zoom. When you zoom it, you can see everything is removed. This is how we need to draw the object in isometric projections. This is how it is very easy to draw. Thing is, you have to have patience. You have to have more control on the commands what you're using. I'm using only few commands: copy command, move command, and arc commands, circle commands. Apart from that, no other commands have been used. We may use trim command to remove the lines and all. Apart from that, only with 4 to 5 commands, you can complete this problem comfortably. Line command has been used, R command is used, circle command is used. Okay, trim command is used, and move copy command. Move and copy command is being used. Only with 4 to 5 commands, the entire problem is being solved comfortably. With this, I'll stop this session. Later we'll see the other problems.